the game, build up, get these big items to stay alive in fights, and that will defend their towers and in turn give PA a great game. Yep. So I would love that hero here.
You need something that does percent base damage. I could see it's a little nuts, but Bristleback, underrated and really good synergy, but it's that same concept. You need something that thrives in long engagements. Secret's weakness right now is a lack of sustained DPS. If you have something beefy that can just walk in, stay alive, make it easy for the Oracle, Enigma, and Void to kind of play the outskirts of the fight. PA is the same deal. These heroes want to dive in, kill a support, and then kind of back off a little bit. None of these heroes just want to dive headlong into the melee.
You do make Silver Edge a pretty good item, though, if you go for Bristleback, right? Then you have...
Very true.
Then both Bristle and PA really don't want to get broken. Oh.
Huskar.
Okay.
Bit of that cheese, eh?
Yeah, there you go.
Oracle Huskar.
It's the same hero concept.
The logic is pretty similar to Necro in the sense that the lane matchups here are good no matter who he's facing. It's a hero that plays well around the Oracle save. And I think his scalability here will actually... You know, late game Huskar used to be pretty terrible, but with the talents that he has now and with the Oracle in the back, this is the kind of game that Huskar can actually carry. Yeah. So
I actually like it a lot. Here, I like it more than the Bristle, and it's different. The Necrophos, as you said, it's so slow. Huskar allows you to actually play with pace, and now you already have the Void and PA who want to dive in. Now there's a Huskar to lead the way and actually just effectively just carve a path. I mean, middle linebacker charging forward. I love this pick. I really like what Liquid's got on paper.
Yeah. You guys both think that they will take the first game based on the draft?
If I were to pick by the draft only, I think Liquid is favored here. I like the draft more, yeah.
Well, let's find out if they can indeed take a game of Team Secret of the opening game here.
That's where the PA comes into play. That's why I like this Huskar pick, because it gives them that fighting chance to be able to get to that later stages where Liquid's draft, if they get to late game, if they get to these late stages, PA Enigma, they can really take over, and Secret has to kind of outplay with some Rubik and some crazy kind of plays.
Let's see. See how we sort of start things off. I mean, this mid matchup, how hard is it going to be for Nisha against the Huskar? Like, top lane, Zai might be in a lot of trouble here. There's 4 heroes going for it. And yep, and he's going to go down quite far, able to grab it as well. So not only probably what's going to be quite a good lane for this Huskar. Huskar that's just picked up first blood. There's Io.
And Puppy's dead too.
He is. The blocks are there. He can't get back and can't get away. Liquid starting the game with 2 kills.
The Boxy Orb of Venom playing the 4 position this time around, as Taiga is going to be playing that 3 as the Enigma. That's how they usually do their role switches. Seeing Secret get aggressive here, level 1 with the open wounds. Push Taiga away a little bit there. But yeah, Koifa getting the first blood. He's going to have a bracer coming out pretty much immediately. So that should be pretty good for him. I don't know if I've seen this matchup too much. Nisha, he does have a good base damage advantage, but I feel like one level start to kick in, Huskar can push him out a little bit. I don't know. I think Nisha might be able to hold his own here.
Yeah, well, we'll see sort of how much Koifa's able to slow Nisha down in the matchup, how much harassment he can get away with.
They're actually doing a full tri-lane to start for the PA to secure the lane, and they're just going to leave the Enigma bottom at the start.
Yeah.
This is a good move here by Liquid. I like when I see teams do this. As long as the solo person bottom doesn't get picked off.
Oh.
Which Taiga,
he does
up a bit far.
See, he does go pretty far in, close towards them, and with the fade bar on the right clicks, Taiga goes down. Yeah, definitely, he was not ready for that. He underestimated the damage output, even though he was just able to feel it, because they did start to go on him, of course, around that rune spawn. So you would have imagined that Taiga, he would have known what to expect, but he didn't, and he's dead.
Yeah, and then he tries to use his we'll see Boxy get Puppy while he's sniping some couriers, but we see Taiga tried to block the pole camp bottom with his Eidolons, but he actually didn't. So we're going to see Yapster. He's going to get the pull off. This is going to be a really strong lane for Secret. And Liquid, they're just keeping that tri-lane for now.
Oh, we'll see how much Zai is able to farm against the tri-lane. And see it, if this is indeed going to allow them to just get this completely uncontested free farm for Mickey.
So again, just getting pushed away from the wave. He is going to be able to start getting some experience. He is already up to 2. It's going to hurt the experience of Liquid, though, as we did see Puppy, when he got in there and he did die, that's one of those deaths that can be kind of valuable, because he blocked the camp from them to be able to pull back, and he got a courier kill. So now Liquid's top lane is splitting experience in 3 ways, and they have no way to pull it back with the way the positioning of the lane is for Secret.
Yeah, so these supports, I mean, Boxy in particular, like an under-leveled Void Spirit feels like it's going to be pretty underwhelming. You know, if Boxy doesn't manage to get some levels.
Yeah, he really wants to ideally get like the boots before he really starts moving around. They're about to hit level 2, then maybe they can look to make another aggressive play on with Boxy.
Want to get it onto Puppey. They've got the root. That'll set up for the Remnant, and that'll do it. Nice little combo there from Liquid.
In mid lane, we are seeing Nisha. He's actually holding his own. He's having to spend a little bit more on that regen, but he's getting the last hits. You know, the damage, you do have a little bit better damage compared to the Huskar early on, especially with your tree grab.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of melee heroes would struggle heavily against the Huskar on these first few levels, and Nisha's doing a solid job against Quakefer, making sure that he isn't getting bullied really at all by the Huskar at the start.
No. He just has such a high HP pool too. Yeah. It's like, you know, Huskar's just beating on you, but you're 1,000 HP. So it's like this harassment doesn't hurt you as much. Yeah, looks like it's going to be free farm for Matu, free farm for the PA, and both of the offlaners really getting shut down.
I'm going to try and jump in onto Zai. They got the damage with the Remnant. It's going to be pretty close here, Zai. And he's got the stick charges. He'll be fine.
Puppey still had his 10 stick as well.
Yeah, it does seem that, you know, even then, with all of them committing, just not having the damage, it's, you know, in this lane, Puppey's going to pretty much always be the target. He's the one that they can jump and pop.
Yeah.
That's bottom.
Trying to get their pulls.
That's it.
Bottom.
And he's going to start chasing down Tiger. Tiger, he'll tell with the pulse down. And he's just got to accept his fate here by the looks of it. There's no running away from these two. So Matu.
He's farming small camp with his Eidolons. I think he just knows he's going to die in that situation, so he tries to maximize.
I mean, this is the difference right now, really, between the carries. Because of the dual lane versus the tri-lane, Matu, he's getting free farm, and he's getting better XP than Mickey. So that this start for the Lifestealer is going to be very, very good, to the point where I think, you know, Liquid, is there just nothing more they can put down to put pressure onto Matu? Is that just not the play? They don't have any ways to slow down this Lifestealer early? Because Matu, he's going to be just at the top of the board for quite a bit of this game.
I don't think they can slow him down at all. Up top, Puppey getting gone on again. He has the tether this time around. Oh, he actually uses it during the Fortune's End, so it doesn't do anything. Actually used it at a wrong timing there. Probably gets picked off anyway, but...
I mean, and this is it's definitely paying off, right? You're running a tri-lane like this, Liquid, and you're getting this many kills that Mickey's involved in, right? 1-0-3 already. Finding a lot of action up top. Over towards the river. Boxy able to pull back Zai with the Remnant. Steps in, grabs the bounty rune away from him. Nisha has started to make the move, though. He's come up to the top lane.
He can kill all of them. They're all very squishy at this point. Level 5. If there's any type of setup stun, he will be able to pop any hero.
Looking a little close here, Nisha. Can he actually get on top of any of them, though? They're running away.
Boxy's got the point held. He can still dissimulate if they do look to go on him right away. They're actually just going to clear the majority of the pull, so there's no pullback. And they're going to give Yapso the mid lane. Okay. Anisha will be able to fill up his bottle and get his boots too. Quakefer gets a little bit of a level advantage from that, and now Taiga gets some more freedom bottom, but Yapsor gets to farm mid. Yeah, I really do feel like this was the right choice from Liquid. I don't know what else Boxy could have really done with his game. Bottom, he would have literally just had to been chain pulling the waves over and over and over again, which just in this one versus Rubik and all that, he can get disrupted. He can get even chased down. As top, Nisha can't quite find Insania.
He's still trying to find something out of this. It's hard, you know. Liquid are just not letting him have it. They're keeping their distance. Nisha can't quite get in on them. Mickey, though, might be in a bit of trouble here as he does get caught out by the stun. The combo, though, not nearly enough as he's able to jump to the side. They're trying to dive in for him. Slow with the dagger, an extra TP backup coming in from Liquid as Boxy's in, and Secret. They're just, as much as they try to force the action up top, they're not quite being able to get any kills with this Tiny's presence.
No, and Nisha just slight miss in combos there. He has to get the toss on the target during the avalanche for all that big bonus damage. Range creep bothering him.
Bottom lane, Tiger. Nice little move there from Yapso, actually lifting the Eidolon to throw it into Tiger. As he knew that he wouldn't actually have the time to get in range for the actual lift. So actually a bit of a misread there from Tiger, allowing the Eidolons to be in range of Yapsor's lift.
Nice play from Yapsor. And yeah, Matu, like we said, he's going to be pretty explosive this game. His armlet timing is going to be pretty ridiculous. And Secret, they're going to be the ones pushing the envelope in this game early on. Zai, again, getting gone up top. He has a lot of stick charges now, though. And he's up to level 4, so much tankier.
And it's just because my sort of question is, what is the job going to be of Quake's Huskar? Because I feel like you picked this hero so you could just totally bully out the enemy mid laner. That didn't really happen this game, and I feel like the carry, Matu's Lifestealer, it's not really a hero that the Huskar threatens too much, right? No. Matu's going to just pop rage and turn and punch you back. So what does the Huskar achieve this game?
I think it's exactly what the panel was talking about, those long duration fights where he's going to be this strong fighting force and he'll survive the big burst damage, because Secret, it's all about just that instant pop for the majority of their heroes, except for the Lifestealer. He has to just be very careful of where Matu is, and Matu having such a good start in this game, I feel like that's a little bit of a worry for Quakefa. As Quakefa getting set up in mid, not going to bother to combo. As the rune, I guess, was just killed up top, didn't see which one it was.
And do you think I mean, this feels like a game where, you know, for Zai and Matu, the Halberd's going to be a pretty juicy item, right, against Liquid Saber.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, do you expect we will see some sort of mass Halberds coming out?
I'm wondering if Matu wants to. I think Matu might just be able to go for his more aggressive build. Okay. I think he can just do the Deso AC Basher build, and he can just eat the Huskar all game, and then you know, his teammates can deal with kiting and all that of the PA, and eventually he has to go for MKB. I don't know if Matu can go for the slot of the Halberd.
Sure. I mean, it's just, if he's got the damage and control, you know, it doesn't matter if the Huskar's hitting back, because with the rage, the Lifestealer is just going to tear him apart much quicker than the Huskar can do anything against him.
The evasion is always nice versus a hero like PA in particular, because you also have that evasion talent at level 20 on a Lifestealer, so the Halberd plus the evasion is going to be nice, but like I said, I feel like he has bigger item priorities in this game.
Mid lane, Boxy, just trying to find himself some levels here as the Void Spirit.
He does need them. Quakefa is going to go back up and finish that armlet. Pretty good timing. And it is not just a Huskar too. That's the other thing we do have to always remember, is they picked it, sure, sometimes to dominate the mid lane, but it is with an Oracle. Yeah. So it has this huge power spike whenever they are fighting around it.
And he's got the armlet finished as well now. I mean, for Quakefa, is he going to start to look to get active with the armlet, or do you want to go now?
Yeah, I think you go help your top lane a little bit. Even though Mickey is not really getting pressured at all, just go and counter gank if they do ever make an aggressive play. Mickey is getting a treads and a perseverance on his way to the Battle Fury.
It's a bit of a jump onto Zai. Zai's got the backup of Yapso and Nisha. Quakefa, he's going to jump in with the combo onto the Rubik, but the tether's in. They're able to keep Yapso alive. Most Yaps are in. I mean, I guess it saved everybody else. It was like, take Yapso. We're fine. Meanwhile, down bottom, Matu, he's able to get himself a solo kill onto Tiger, but yeah, I guess, I mean, was he trying to toss someone else in or something else over?
I think he just tossed. He didn't think about it, he just tossed. It was right toward the end of the fight. He just threw him. You see the courier for Matu actually heading up top, so I think he's going to TP top, pick up his armlet. They're going to look to pressure this tower hard. Zai hit 6.
Straight away, he's trying to make a move onto Mickey, but TPs are going to come in. They don't have the damage. Mickey's actually going to turn and jump in onto Zai. The root, Quakefa onto the side as well. Matu's turned up. Trying to punch into Quakefa, but Quakefa with the armlet toggles, keeping himself at a good HP. Matu is going to move in onto Mickey. Open wounds to slow him down, but Mickey, he's actually out of it straight away. Just goes for the TP out. Quakefa pops as Matu's trying to chase in. Nisha, he's got the combo on Quakefa. Not enough damage from him alone. They're stepping in, disarmed one another. Insania trying to give Quakefa the heals to keep himself alive. Another avalanche comes in, and they've got the damage. Quakefa goes down. Insania cannot save him. Toss forward on the IO. They'll pick up both of them. Nisha with the double kill. And that's, you know, for Liquid, that's worrying, right? If you're losing your Huskar in these sort of moments.
Yeah, this is what we were talking about, how Secret's going to look to play. They're playing in versus a PA who's going Battle Fury and an Enigma. That's why we were saying this draft from Liquid, it has that greed where the Huskar, that's why they picked it, to try to alleviate from that greed. But yeah, Quakefa showing up, just getting popped, the full 5-man of Secret coming in, and it's before the 6s kick off onto the supports. Boxy, he had just gotten his afterwards. Insania, still not level 6, so he can't false promise, get these type of saves where they can look to reset the fights. Great move from Secret.
We'll see if Matu sticks with this or if he changed his mind, but this does seem pretty nice, right? He knows how strong of a start he's having. Armlet into the MKB, destroys the PA, and really sort of makes the, you know, the Huskar's probably going to want to get a halberd himself. This MKB is going to do everything.
Oh, Matu. Mid.
He's got the rage, and he's trying to run. Is he able to get out of here? He is. Toggles his way back to safety. Liquid cannot burst him in time.
Thought they were going to throw the black hole on him just to try to kill him, but I guess Yapsor was in the area. He didn't want to give a steal, even if they do get the kill. As Mickey, he's spotted down bottom. Nisha's on his tail.
The Zimbers rune is going to catch him off guard. To try and block him up by time for the TP to come in from Yapsor. It's not quite enough by the looks of it, Mickey.
He's going to... Oh, I thought he was going to keep chasing. Guess he doesn't know where the rest of the team is. Mickey will be able to disengage, and Mickey, very lucky to survive there. If Nisha's a little more patient, maybe he can look to set up and get the kill with the TP, but yeah, Mickey's going to be able to back up and finish that Battle Fury, and he has a lot of stacks already prepared for him.
Yeah, it's going to be a very quick Battle Fury.
Yep.
Which is, you know, as Liquid...
punching, though.
Yeah, because Liquid put everything into that basket, right? With the tri-lane set up, they're just making sure that Mickey has this pretty much perfect start in terms of just the speed he gets the Battle Fury. See the setup here onto Matsu. Instantly pops the rage. It's going to turn over towards Koi for Nisha. Maybe thinking about going in on this.
Koi has to be very careful how he turns onto Matu every single time in this game. Matu is such a good start. Just as we see, he eats him alive. Liquid, everybody's sitting around the mid area to try to slow down the push, give Mickey time to farm, finish up that Battle Fury. Which he's got. Very good timing.
Yeah, because the work for Insania is going to be, you know, he's going to have to be very decisive in these fights. I feel like once the MKB's done on Matsu, he can pop Rage and go for either the Huskar or the PA. One of them's got to be saved. You know, that false promise is only going to be able to help one. Yep. Matu's just, as soon as that save's going to come out, it's just going to turn and tear apart the other. So, so they've got the damage with the combo. They do. Tiger, again, he's having a bit of a rough one here on the Enigma. 0, 5, and 0 this game.
He really is, and he's going for this straight Blink Dagger so he can try to catch them off guard, but he's playing into a lot of disables, a lot of damage, and a Rubik. This feels like it might be a little tough for Taiga to get any type of positioning for himself.
Yeah, it was a very bold Enigma pick, right, coming out rather early in the draft as the second pick, and Secret definitely bullying that fact. They've got the answers for it. And not allowing Tiger to have an easy start to this game at all. Goes over to mid, Nisha, combos out, Boxy, able to jump away with the Dissimulate, and he'll live. So he's out of there, Matu's still taking the tower, though, hey, quite
He's behind.
He gets the deny. Nice try with the wrap round to open in onto Insania. Matu stepping forward, slows down with the open wounds, Nisha's in with the combo, Insania's gone. Matu tries to turn towards more of them, but still, quite for Boxy and Mickey. A little too scary for Matu to commit any deeper into.
Nisha's actually just so farmed. He's over farming like the Huskar, which is not something you want to be seeing as Liquid. You want to have this Huskar quite a bit more farmed than the Tiny. Nisha's just gonna start running away, being able to pick off these back heroes super easy. Yeah. Boxy's even at risk of almost getting popped very soon.
Nice, impressive stuff from Nisha, especially considering there was that moment where a lot of time was spent top in the laning stage where he wasn't able to find anything, but the kills that he has found after. These 4 kills have really given him it all. And now having that additional...
Matu's just on the prowl every single time he sees Taiga. Taiga does get the blink delivered in time, though, to disengage. But Matu's like farming a camp. He sees an Eidolon spawnage getting usage, and he just starts running directly at Taiga. He's playing super aggressive on this Lifestealer.
Yeah, I mean, I think he feels, you know, at the moment, the black hole is the only real threat, right? Most of the things, Rage, TP, he's going to be feeling pretty safe out on the map, Matu. And it goes to showing his score so far, 3-0-4. They just haven't been able to kill him.
No, he's really owning. Just as this Lifestealer who got all this free farm, and now with his 2 main cores at Blink Dagger, Nisha. Oh, can't quite finish off Boxy.
And Boxy, he's actually trying to turn and hunt maybe in the trees. And Nisha is away, and you know, they've got the 2 jumps now. Zai also having Blink complete. Still there as the moments pass. Mickey getting very close to the Deso. It's one component away from it all.
So getting away with all of these stacks too, and he is playing versus these very frail heroes that I've seen people pick PA versus a lot, the Io and the Rubik mostly, but these 2 heroes in the backlines, they can get popped. PA and Void Spirit can get on top of them very easy.
I see top Nisha.
It still feels like it's going to be really hard for Mickey, even when he has Deso, to just show up. There's so much burst and just nuke damage coming up from Secret.
Nisha's hunting, he's hunting deep, and he's going to be able to find him. He's going to catch him here. Zai comes in as well. They've got the stun. Tiger dead yet again. Still just struggling to get, catch any sort of break here against Secret.
That's going to be pretty much the MKB finished for Matu. Phase boot, armlet, bracer, and almost an MKB by the 18-minute mark. Because he's going to probably get the last hit and then finish up a few camps. Yeah, he's going to be absolutely enormous. And he can actually show up to all these fights, like I was mentioning. Mickey, I feel like he really needs the BKB to turn up. He can show up for some cleanups at the end of the fights, but if he shows up early on, I feel like they're just going to focus all their burst on him. And he's still fairly squishy. 1600 HP, but there's so much nuke that Secret does have at their arsenal. Does feel like they just need a little bit more time. But Secret, they're going to start forcing more.
Wow, straight.
MKB finished, straight into the pit.
It's going to be quick. With the armlet and the MKB, Matu punches hard. And Liquid, they're not in any sort of form to contest this. They're all split up across the map. They're not going to be aware of this one going down. A Secret, they're going to be able to find this for sure. So there we go. Aegis on Matu, and also Echo Saber on Nisha. The items continue to fly out. Nisha, he's ready to go in a second. Avalanche onto the three of them. Zai stepping forward, jumps in. They're looking to take out Insania immediately, and they'll be able to do so. Torn apart, Insania's out of action. It's Matu. He's trying to run it onto Quakefer. He's got the open wound slow. Does he have enough damage? Quakefer, he's going to try his best with the toggles, but he's not going to get the chance to. Nisha's in with the combo. Quakefer down. As Secret, I mean, this game at the moment, it really is for Liquid. It's starting to be all about the PA, right? Mickey, he's having the flawless game 2-0-3, but both Quakefer and Tiger, their two other cores, are starting to really lack any sort of impact.
Yeah, I mean, Quakefer's game really feels like it's over at this point. It's really just Taiga and PA, and it's the greed it's hurting Liquid a lot. Secret's just completely exposing it, taking advantage of it. And they're going to start getting these items flowing in at just a faster pace than Liquid, and it's these items that are just going to be the counters. Because now they've already dealt with the Huskar. Now you just start itemizing and countering versus the PA and that Enigma, because everything else is already solved for you.
I mean, Liquid...
They even already have a lot of the big tool versus the PA, like we said. You know, that MKB so early. Zai, he's going for that halberd too. So, yeah, they're ticking all the boxes of how they need to just counter this PA.
I mean, it's sort of outside of Mickey on Liquid's side. Can these four heroes make moves into Secret right now? Is it just going to be a case of try not to feed too much whilst Mickey farms the map?
I don't think they can make moves at all anymore, especially not into this Aegis that Secret was able to get for free. And I mean, they're running away with the game. It's gonna be Mickey versus the world, and he's still quite a ways from that BKB. Secret's they're running away with the game.
And it's not like, you know, that these are necessarily cores that the PA straight up deals with, especially with Matu's build, right? If once he has the AC on top of the MKB, you got to roll some pretty lucky crits. Otherwise, that lifesteal is going to eat you up before you're able to really put a dent into it.
I mean, all three, like you said, all three of the cores. Like, look at his armor on lifesteal when he has AC. He's going to be like 20-something plus. Tiny naturally, 21. DK naturally, 27. So, yeah.
See, I mean, Liquid, we've seen them do this before, where it's sit back and hope that Mickey carries it. It's a strat they've tried multiple times. It's a bottom box seat. I mean, it really does feel that pretty much all members of Liquid are just, other than Mickey, are just not having a good game here. There's not a lot they can do.
No, not into the full squad of Secret when they start grouping up like this, and they're not stopping. Straight onto the high ground. Still having that Aegis for a healthy amount of time. No BKBs at the ready still. Mick is still a little bit away. Taiga's still very far away, and Nisha's in.
Hits straight away, gets the toss back on a Quakefer. They're going to commit in straight away, looking to take out this Huskar, and he's going to be burnt down before Insania can get anywhere close enough to offer any sort of save. And Quakefer's having a buyback here at the 21st minute. Very early on. Hurting his farm, and he's heading in. Matu's just going to start beating back into him. Jump into the creep. Bit of a dance around here, but this melee rack's falling low. Matu's ready to jump back out. He's going to go for Quaker again. Try and force out the promise from Insania, and there it is. Insania pots the false promise to keep Quaker alive. They get the pullback with the remnant onto Matuma Man. But Matu, he's got the Aegis. He's going to be back for a second round here. And he's able to step away. They can't commit onto the lifestealer after he comes out of the Aegis.
No, Secret just hanging back, waiting for them to reinitiate. YapzOr with the blink, Nisha with the blink dagger, sitting back.
That's the fortification pop now too. So Secret can reset. Just wait for Rage to come back up if they want to go again here. And Liquid, I mean, it's just so hard as well. I mean, for Tiger, he's sure, he's got the blink, but how does he ever make any sort of play while YapzOr's waiting in the shadows?
Mickey has to cause chaos in the back. He's wrapping around with his BKB, looking for YapzOr and Puppey.
Okay, the rack's already going, though. So Mickey's got to do something pretty big, but he's already been found. They've lifted him up. He's now going to put the BKB. He's looking for a target, but Matu's just eating into him. He has to jump up to the side. He's looking at Zai. Mickey, has he got the damage to take down this Dragon Knight? He does. Finds the crit. Zai goes down. Now he's got to try and look for more, but the BKB has ended. Buyback comes out from Boxy as Liquid look to try and chase into this Tiger. Blinks in, but Puppey is already able to take him out back to safety.
Secret's still hanging around, but Matu, he's ditching. Can they get the tether off? It doesn't look like it. They're gonna just leave Puppey. They got what they came for. They got the buybacks as well as the racks.
Yeah, racks at 23 minutes in. Very, very early. That is the money for Matu to have AC completed on top of the MKB and Armlet.
And Nisha has a silver edge too, so he can hunt the PA himself as well now too and break him. Even also he can break, I mean, breaking the Huskar too is also going to be pretty nice in a lot of situations. And ooh, a DD spawns right in front of Matumba Man down bottom.
Very nice. That's who's going to be a very happy lifestealer hit. 507.
Does give Liquid a little bit of time to breathe and get this farm that they've been trying to get for this whole time for Taiga. Try to get him this BKB, but he's into a natural counter. He's into the Rubik, so it's not going to be this big, you know, big blink BKB black hole that's uncancelable. YapzOr can steal it, and he can blink and black hole himself.
Yeah, and YapzOr will steal it. It's YapzOr, you know what I mean? It's going to be incredibly hard. I mean, they have to pretty much kill YapzOr. I think, like we saw there from that 10 from Mickey, that's going to be his job. He's got to try and find that Rubik, kill that Rubik, to open up the floor for Tiger to actually find the black hole onto these big targets like Matu.
I feel like Boxy, Mickey, and Koifa all just have to do the most chaotic thing possible. Just jump into the back and force everyone to kind of go on them so that Tiger can get the positioning. They have to find Puppey and YapzOr, though.
Got to do something here. They're
fighting.
Losing a second. Racks it. That's Matu. Respect Quite for jumping in a little bit, but Puppey's got the heals.
This should make my life easier.
That's Mickey. How's he looking? BKB done. He's been thinking about what he's going to get next. Did have a Satanic queued up. Now he's changed it to the Basher. I mean, he needs a whole lot of items. He needs all the items right now. It really is him against Secret, it feels like.
Yeah, I mean, even with these items, like, he's level 18, he hits really hard, but like we mentioned, he's into these natural counters, so this armor is just insane. Like 38 on Lifesteal, like we were mentioning, that's what it's kicked up to. Tiny's still at 20, and DK is just going to continue to improve. And they've itemized. They're starting to pick up those more items to deal with the PA.
Liquid.
BKB on Taiga, they're moving out.
Let's see what they can do with this smoke. There's already Boxy on the front. He's going to jump. He's looking for the support. Second jump in. Doesn't close the gap. And now Matu's he's running in. He's going to get disarmed. Zai jumping on the back lines. Tiger pops the BKB. Is he able to find an opportunity to black hole? He can't. He doesn't need to, though, for Zai to go down. They do get the DK. Nisha in with the combo. Jumps in straight away onto Tiger. And Tiger's out of the game. 50 seconds he's down for. Matu moves over to Quaker. Him, Puppey, and Nisha try to tie, but the crits are there. Mickey pops the BKB. Jumps in. Takes down Nisha. Now he looks over towards Matu. Matu being healed up by Puppey. Matu turning, punching back into Mickey. Now he looks towards Quaker. Quaker's going to be back up at full HP after the false promise, but now there's no further save. They're able to disarm Matu. Mickey, he finds the opening to jump in, clean up YapzOr, but Matu, he's the real target. Can they kill this Lifestealer? Mickey's in. Matu surrounded. They've done it. They've managed to take them down. They pick them apart one by one, and Liquid will hold the fight. They'll come out on top.
And it is exactly one by one, as you say it. They all literally just trickle in slowly but surely, and Liquid able to disengage and re-engage very nicely with the PA and the Huskar. And Insania, I mean, I'm not sure how he even survives, because the start of the fight was Zai blinking and stunning him. They weren't able to actually get on top of him. Insania with some nice positioning. Able to get his team a much-needed win, and that's without the black hole. Taiga still having it available for the next fight, and now he's got his next item, and he's got 20 talent.
That's impressive fighting there from Liquid. And I think that was pretty much the one target that they really needed to have dealt with in that fight. Secret, they just did, Insania. He's getting off these saves and just this constant sort of disarm in between the rages onto the lifesteal. It just destroys Matu. He's sort of just having to sit there and wait whilst the enemy team gets such an opportunity to go on him.
Yeah, it's really well done coming out from Liquid. These disarms definitely going to be something he has to worry about. Inner Fire, Halberd, Fate's Edict, these type of things will trip Matu up. And Liquid getting back on the aggressive here. They still have their black hole available.
What jump they can get. Already get the remnant set up onto Matu. A bit of a poke. Nisha comes with the combo. He takes out Insania. This time there's no Oracle for the fight. They lift up one. Koifa is going to get stunned. Right side buyback from Insania. He knows that he has to come across to help. As Koifa, he's falling low and he's gone down. As Insania cannot get back over to the action in time to save his Huskar. Look for Tiger. He's got the 3-man black hole. The setup for the cleave. They've taken down the DK. They've taken down the Iron. They've taken down Matu. Tiger finds it. He's in. He does it. Yapsor did manage to steal the black hole, but he couldn't do anything to help in time. A Secret, they've lost 3. It's been a slow game for Tiger, but coming in with that sort of black hole gives Liquid the opportunity here.
Such a good play from both Tiger and Boxy, finally coming in clutch. Boxy jumps in the back. He disables Yapsor, doesn't let him get the blink off. Sure, he steals the hole, but he can't stop the great jump from Tiger. And just perfectly lined up for the clean.
This is just a solid team fight from Liquid. This is not easy to do against Secret. Secret having that lead, but Liquid just making the crisper moves and outplaying Secret in these team fights.
They do have to be a little bit careful now that everybody is respawning. Liquid has to watch their positioning now because Yapsor, he has the black hole. Taiga, he's not going to have it for another 2 minutes or so. And we're going to watch this. Insania gets jumped. Nisha dies very quickly because he's in the midst of everything. And watch Boxy as he's watching for Yapsor in the back lines when Taiga's setting up.
On. Back in the action, talk about Tiger. Does get found there by the old combo once again.
We'll see it right here. Bottom left of your screen, Boxy, he just goes straight at Yapsor. Doesn't let him get any type of spells off in between.
Yeah. I mean, as you said, it was Boxy and Tiger coming in clutch, yeah. You can see Insania getting very hyped up by that one. I mean, it was an excellent fight. Excellent moves there from the team of Liquid. Secret, they're back in the game and they're back in the pit. Is this Roshan going down with no Enigma in action? This will be a free Aegis and cheese for Secret once more.
Yeah, they literally just ran out and found Taiga, killed him, and then just moved into the Roche pit quickly from there. Liquid not looking to contest that area. Are picking up themselves some items as well, too, to counteract versus Team Secret. The relocate's coming Insania. Far out.
That's a deep one here, Zai. Have to get the jump on Insania. Boxy's just been picked apart by Nisha, and Insania, he's not got any escape from this. He has got the false promise. He's got to use it, but this is going to be so much damage coming down onto him. And he, of course, did buy back for that last fight around the mid. So Insania, unless those heals are enough now, he's out. 70 seconds, and he is gone. So big window for Secret to try and push in and at least take a second set of racks whilst this Oracle is gone for a minute.
I think they just look to connect mid. They can easily take this one. There's no black hole still available, and they still do have Yapsor with his. Don't think Liquid wants to even come near that Rax. They set themselves up in the trees up top. And Secret, they're going to continue pushing here. 40 seconds, Insania.
Secret getting a lot from this. These buildings melting to the orb and the AC. All about the potential black hole play, but as you say, Yapsor, he's going to be trying his very best to play around these heroes like Boxy that are going to come hunting for him.
Surprised they haven't checked the ward on the high ground. Okay, now they did. I was waiting for that. I'm like, Yapsor's playing very defensive, but he didn't check the ward. So now he's very far back in position, and they've got the inside.
He's in. Ooh, see if he can get the jump onto Boxy, but Boxy's out to the side. Nice popped, but the disarm will waste a bit of time at that. Get in, and already on the backlines, Mickey's finding the squishies. The Rubik's down, has been disarmed, and now he jumps up. Look at Anisha. Anisha healed up by the tether. Matu's still trying to commit on the front lines. No creeps at the moment in the base. There's all of the lanes have been pushed out. Eidolon's mid have been taken away as Mickey. BKB's out. He's able to turn on to Nisha. Black Horse down to lock in Nisha as Nisha. They control Puppy. They've got the damage. Matu, he's also caught in it as they take him down a second time. He's out for 75. Liquid again putting together the holds as Tiger looks for Nisha. Malefice is out. Mickey's in with the damage. Liquid push back Secret, and they keep that top set of racks alive.
Instant line drawn down to the mid lane, and Mickey, as we said, you know, for Liquid, sometimes it's good to put all your eggs in this basket. 11-0-8, he's having a great performance, and he finds the back line. He finds Yapzor to start the fight, picks him off before anything even kicks off, and then Matu, he's too far separated from his team, and they're able to just get their cooldown back up. The black hole comes right back there as the respawn is happening. And the great control onto Puppy for Boxy again.
Another push now. Secret's turn to try and put a defense together. Still tier 2s up on the side lanes. So at most will just be the one racks here that Liquid can take.
They don't want to waste buybacks. They'll give up the racks. They do know that when they respawn, they still do have that big strength anyway. They did use the cheese. They did have to expend the Aegis as well, but no black hole when they respawn, so they can look to clean up that last set. Liquid has to be very, very wary of their positioning as they do back up here. Mickey, he's about to hit 25 with pretty much full items finished, so he's at this very critical period for himself where he can carry the game. But they just can't get picked off. They have to play very accordingly to playing around that black hole and just waiting for Secret to make the mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, and the way that Mickey's been able to get away with it too. I mean, both supports obviously having the Ghost Scepters, but I mean, I've sort of been watching the front of the fights. What's been happening on the back? Is he just able to sort of just wait out the Ghost Scepters and kill them after?
He just blurred in and killed Yapzor in one stun.
Oh, okay.
It's an Abyssal and
just die.
He didn't even get anything off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true actually. Yeah, with the Abyssal, yeah, he's going to get the guaranteed kill pretty much on either of those.
And now, I mean, he's about to hit 25 too, so let's see which talent he does take. I think the crit's a better... Yeah, he takes the crit this game. It seems better versus the Rubik and the IO in the back.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. Yeah, but the Abyssal is guaranteed kill on either of those supports to start every fight if Mickey finds them.
Yeah, I think they need Aeon discs on both of them now. Yapzor as well as Puppy. Puppy's going for it. Yapzor's going for greedy.
He's going his axe. He's like, nah, I'll be fine.
Of course. Does feel like he might need it, as Liquid, they're getting some time to get that black hole back up. Look at Taiga and Quake's positioning during all this, just sitting at tier 4s, because they know that it's all about just them playing around this timing for them to have a chance in this game. Because all they have to do is hold a couple more times, and they can fight off Megas. It'll be hard. It's a very Liquid style to fight off Megas.
It is. They love to do it like that.
Yeah, look at Mika's positioning too. All the way in the bottom right of the map, just ensuring that they don't get picked off during this very crucial period.
And honestly, I would be surprised. I feel like if Liquid's going to win this game, they're only going to win it if they do get megged, you know. So.
Oh yeah, and it's only if it's 60 minutes and they have like double refresher on Taiga or something. Very Liquid-esque style.
Yeah, exactly. You know, if Liquid wins this, we're going to be here for another 30 minutes. At least. There we go, Liquid out.
Do they have the Satanic? Yes, they do. All right, Mickey, he is full spent.
He's going to be a tough one to kill. Very tough one. Nisha is going to get jumps here. Nisha, he's going to save himself temporarily. The Ghost Scepter Tiger's in on the side. He's going to lock down Zai and Matsu with the black hole. He's caught the two big targets and Matsu's gone. Mickey's in with the damage. They get the kill. They're able to push Zai off to the side. Mickey and Quaifa in on top of them. They're taking down the DK. Zai and Matsu, they don't have buyback. Dead for a minute. I mean, again,
just like the last fight, Boxy gets on top of Yapzor and stops him from getting anything off. He has the black hole stolen, but he just can't get it off to save his teammates because of Boxy throwing his life away from them. Nisha.
Just gonna get Tiger hit. Just able to find something on the way out, but I mean, yeah, again, the way that Liquid are playing these fights is, you know, you can feel it there. Today they're absolutely in tune with one another, and they're doing it exactly how they need to.
They had to wake up a little bit in that early game, which, I mean, it was hard for them to play just because of the nature of the draft. But now that things are kicking together, they're playing really well around their vision. And Nisha has to be careful. He just was walking under a ward. He's able to back away. Yeah, Liquid doing a great job when they're able to dictate the fights, when they're the ones starting and kicking everything off and getting a good positioning.
And with these fights, I mean, Mickey is just getting so much further ahead of Matumba, man. You know, Matu, he keeps dying. They keep being able to find him. And because of how much damage Mickey does have now with that level 25 talent, you know, the lifesteal, it's irrelevant, his armor. You know, a few crits and Matu still gets chunked through by Mickey. And yeah, Mickey just still yet to die.
Yep, looks like they're setting up for some type of sneaky play on Secret here. The Infest on the DK, Tiny in the front lines. They were pinging the racks, so maybe thinking about going just beelining for it and just taking out at least the range racks as it is low. Gotta pick up their neutral items. Timeless Relic, Illusion Escape. Timeless Relic for Yapsor, that'd be pretty nice if he wants it. They're actually just gonna keep it on Nisha for now, though.
We'll see it as well. Yep, so I think he's had a bit of a talking to. He's not getting to go his Ags.
He switched it. Yeah. I was just about to say the same thing. I was like, when you see Yapsor swap from going for the Aghanim's, that's when you're starting to feel like he, you know, it really is so important for him to get that black hole off, as we're seeing now. Taiga's just doing a great job of finding the targets. And now black hole's available again. He's got the ninja gear at all times now on Taiga too, so his positioning is going to be, it's going to be good. And eyes on Boxy for him to just interrupt Yapsor every time. Top is pushing inside with the Illusion Escape. They also have a big wave going in there. They're gonna have to address that. Range racks will die very quickly to this.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, see they're actually able to get there in time. Ah, okay, the creep is spawning.
Creep spawning, yeah.
Not slow enough.
Die though. They gotta get over there. Mickey will be able to, so he'll be able to make sure that their range rack survives. And Secret able to get outside here. And they do have the Abyssal Blade now also on Matu, so a secondary form of canceling that black hole if Matu's not in it, even though he's been in it every time. They now have another method.
Liquid coming in from the side with this smoke. Boxy is going to charge in straight away. Look for Puppy. Quite in as well. Is there any save for Puppy coming in? He's able to get to the side, but no, he goes down. Yapsor, he's in. He's got the black hole. He gets it all of the three of them. They haven't got anything to cancel it. As he gets a pretty good duration off there. Yapsor, I think actually got the damage to follow up though. It doesn't look like it because Matu's dead. He's turned up. Matu's gone down. They just stick on to hit this PA. There's nothing to hit the PA. Mickey, he's just untouchable. Even with Yapsor able to find a solid black hole, it doesn't matter. They still have nothing at this stage of the game to deal with Mickey.
Mickey just shows up after the black hole and just, he kills Matu in a matter of seconds again. Matu for what seems like, what, the fourth time in a row, he's just getting killed every single time when the fight starts. He can't keep himself alive.
I mean, I feel that
he was dead first.
That's just how it's going to go now. We've seen it so many times. Mickey is just cleaning up every single time. And they, at this point, you know, with those deaths on Matu, his progression has just stopped. If he's not able to sort of deal with it now, and up top, black hole is going to be dropped on Tiger. They find Nisha out in the jungle, and they're going to be able to kill him. Nisha dead for 2 minutes.
They might just be able to, take the game.
I think they might be.
20 seconds for Matu, but
Mickey can just go in. Anyone he sees, he can just go in on him. There's no one alive that scares him, even when Secret's fully up. I don't think there's anything that scares him. They're going to look to close it.
They can't handle this PA. Like, these heroes just cannot at all. Matu's up in 5 seconds. They got to buy time for him. All of Liquid, though. 5 heroes.
Zai. He's going to try and jump in, but Quaitfa's just onto him straight away. Zai needs help. He's going to get it. Relocate out the side. Puppy will save him. Trying to slow things down in Secret, but Liquid pushing in around Mickey. As the tier 4 goes down, the second tier 4 as well, and Mickey, he just jumps straight in. He's going immediately in for the big kills, tries to look for Yapsor, but Yapsor pops the Ghost Scepter. Mickey had to use the BKB for this. He's going to go back, hitting towards the tier 4s. Lift up there with the telekinesis. Not enough damage. Here's Mickey, or maybe with the stuns. They're in with the lockdown, but the false promise is there. Mickey, he's going to be saved. He's going to be able to live. Quite far over to the side, pushing Puppy away. Mickey crits through Zai. Zai has to buy back. Matu's trying to fight Mickey, but Matu, does he have the damage? Mickey being focused. Dragon Tail stun out. He's lifted up. They're going to be able to take him down. They get Mickey. Mickey falls. He actually
back and jumping in.
Oh, okay, with the glyph creeps. He knows he's strong. He knows that he can go in these spells. They're on cooldown, so they can't stop Mickey this time around. He takes down Yapsor. He's bit. What? Mickey? Mickey, he's got to be careful. He pulled back for this. Quite for jumping in. Matu's trying to get over the water. They get the fade ball. It's a dive might not matter because it's 3 dead on Secret. The rest of the 4 members of Liquid are still up. The Ancient of Secret is exposed. Liquid, they're going to try and end it. They're going to look to end it. There's still a fortification. 10 seconds.
Yapso's got the disarm.
Nisha's back up in 10 seconds. But can Zai and Yapso hold long enough to buy time for at least Isha to come in and help out? Yapso jumping in, using the stolen disarm to slow things down. Boxy continuing in the Ancient. Quaifa, he's back, able to punch. He's trying to end it, but Nisha's in with the silver edge it. The break, pushing the back. Liquid, they're going to be able to close it.
Holy moly.
Just another Liquid win, Fogged. Just another Liquid win. This is how they do it. They do it in their own way.
But in such a fashion.